Happy Friday, 5th graders. Let's review our I idioms. The apple of your eye is the person you're extremely fond of or love a lot. It's your most favorite person, someone or something that is very precious. If you see eye to eye on something, this means that you agree with someone. Two people agree with each other. More than meets the eye means not as simple as it looks, more complex or difficult than first imagined, more to something than appears, some hidden qualities, significance, facts, and motives. Our final idiom that has the word I in it is eyes in the back of your head. Eyes in the back of your head. Here is someone who has eyes in the back of their head. So what does this mean? Of course, we know that we have eyes on our face in the front, but if you have eyes literally in the back of your head, this means you can see what's happening behind you. You can see what's going on behind you, even though that's not usual. But we say this can happen, especially with people who have authority, like parents, teachers. What it means figuratively is that to know everything that is happening around you. If you have eyes in the back of your head, you know everything that is happening around you. So, sentences. Stargirl had eyes in the back of her head because she knew so many details about the people in the community, just based on reading the fillers in the newspaper. So they didn't know she was reading the newspaper, but she just knew everyone's birthday. She knew things they liked. So she had all the facts. She knew what was going on, as if she had eyes in the back of her head, but she was really researching the information. Parents need to have eyes in the back of their head to keep track of their children. So, teachers have this gift. We tend to know what's happening around us. We don't even have to look. We can feel when something bad is happening. It's like we have eyes in the back of our head. So don't try to trick your teacher, okay? Now, mid means middle, as you know. So midnight, 12 o'clock at night, middle of the night, midway, between two places in the same distance from each other or from each of them. When half a period of time has passed, it's a midway point. Midpoint means a point that is half of the way through or along something. Midweek means what? What does this mean? Our match will be played midweek. Midweek means on one of the middle of the days of the week. So perhaps the game is occurring on Wednesday. That would be midweek versus the end of the week or the beginning of the week. So if you see another word that has mid in it, for example, midday, what would that mean? So we learned midnight. What would midday mean? It would mean middle of the day. Yes, middle of the day. If you buy something that's mid-size, let's say you order some fries and you get the mid-size, what would that mean? It's not the small, it's not the large, it's the middle one. Starbucks sells I think there are 4 sizes, but let's say typically there's the tall, the grande, and the venti. The grande is the mid-sized drink. It's the one that's in the middle. Okay? A midfielder in baseball plays in the middle of the field, covering the middle section of the field. So when you see another mid word, you'll know that that means middle. We learned Greek root phone, which means sound, microphone, a piece of equipment that you speak into to record your voice or make it louder than you are speaking or performing in public. A megaphone is a piece of equipment like a large horn, which you talk through to make your voice louder, especially when you're speaking to a crowd. Cacophony is a loud, unpleasant mixture of sounds. Symphony. This is a long piece of music, usually in 4 parts, written for an orchestra. This is what a symphony would look like. When I need to relax, I love listening to classical music. My favorite is Beethoven's Symphony No. 5, and I shall play a little bit for you because I think you may have heard it probably in a movie. So that's a little snippet of Beethoven Symphony Number 5. The most famous part of it is when it goes dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun. Finally, we learned personification, giving human qualities, actions, feelings, thoughts to non-human objects. Let's try a few together. So what does this mean here? We see that these leaves are what? What are they doing? Well, they look like they're dancing. So the leaves are dancing. The leaves are... So instead of maybe leaves moving in the wind, I could say the leaves are dancing. And what do we have here? We've seen this often during distance learning. So instead of saying the computer needs to be charged, I can say the computer is dead. The computer is dead, which means it needs to be charged. So you probably said that lots of times, which is actually an example of personification. So great job with all of this week, fifth graders. Happy Friday and have a great weekend. See you on Monday.